uh, historical value.
Historical?
You hold a lot of historical value.
Yeah. Nah, we'll let that ride.
Okay. Well, I got the recorder going anyway, in case you want to run me out or get ugly with me or tell me how stupid or mean that I am.
When are you going to trade cars?
Shoot, I just got
What
that
you got
going.
them other cars you had?
Still got them.
What are you going to do with them?
Just got them down there to look at.
Why don't you sell them?
Nah.
You still got your truck?
Yep.
They don't run?
Yep.
Oh.
Runs like a haint.
Where are you living at?
Where Mama Dale used to live. Miss Audale. You remember the two-story house where Miss Audale's house was before it burnt? Danny moved the trailer down there, and then Danny died.
Yeah.
And now I moved Danny's trailer out, and now I'm sitting right there at Grandpa's old
You got
porch.
your trailer sitting in there?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I live in an RV. I don't live in a big palace like you live in. My God, I couldn't afford to heat one room, much less the whole thing. I don't see how you live. It cost me a little under $100 a month just for my utility. I can only imagine what it probably costs about $400 or $500 for your utility.
Well, my last electric bill one time was $55.
It was.
Yeah.
But in a dead winter, I bet it ain't no $55.
Well, I heat with gas.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I got propane.
Do you?
It usually costs me about $400 or $500 for a winter.
For a whole winter?
Uh-huh.
That ain't counting electricity bill, though.
No.
What's your utility bill run in the winter time?
The winter runs somewhere around $50.
50, 60, maybe $100 at the very most?
No, it don't run no 100. It'll run 100 with air conditioning in the summertime.
Yeah.
My last electric bill was $80-something.
Was it? But now, are you cooling the whole house?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. It's central unit. You can't shut it off. You know, it's just going
Right.
to cool it.
Right. So does Reba go out to Denver quite a bit, or is this the first time they've ever went out there?
Laurie, you mean?
I mean, Laurie.
Well, she's been out there before.
Has she?
Her daughter goes out there a lot. She got friends out there.
Okay. Denver's a cool place to go and visit.
Yes, it's the only place. That's the only way I want to go is visit. I want to live there.
No, it's a lot of brown rock to have to look at out there.
Weather.
I don't want to look at nothing but brown rock. I want to look at something alive, something green.
I don't like cold weather no more. I freeze in cold weather now.
Now they got a good hockey team up there.
I have.
Yes.
Not much hockey.
Yeah, you like hockey?
Don't. Well, I like it if it's Olympics or something playing, but other
Yeah.
than that, I don't watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they're starting to talk a little bit about the Olympics next year. Even if the coronavirus continues on the path that it's on, I guess they're going to still plan on having the Olympics.
I don't know. They've got a lot of stuff out.
I know they have. This has affected a lot of people's lives, you know it?
It's affected a lot of stuff. And it ain't really no worse than what the common flu is. A lot of people died from the flu, they never did report it.
You think this winter it could get bad, though? With the flu, along with the cold and the damp and everything?
Could. They're saying we're going to have a cold winter, bad winter.
Really?
That's what they're saying. Of course, they don't know.
Right.
They're getting where they can't tell what the weather's going to do.
No. I think last year we got 2 little pepper snows, and it didn't hang around but maybe 2 or 3 hours.
For the last
Did we ever get any accumulation?
We not had no bad winters.
Did we ever get any accumulation last year at all?
I did up here, got 5-6 inches.
You did?
Yeah. But we had a lot of, snow covered the ground. But it's gone another day, next day.
Right.
Snow is pretty, but it's messy. You track it in the house, you get it in your car, and I don't care a lot for it.
You hardly ever see a white driven snow anymore, you know it?
I used to like winter time, but I don't like winter no more.
You remember those white driven snows back years ago?
Gosh, yeah, I remember snow being 18 inches deep.
You remember some of the snows up there in Union City whenever you was a kid growing up?
Yeah. Well, we had some bad snow back in the 70s and 80s in Denver.
Yeah.
Well, I run a record. I went out and pulled people out and had scratched snow out in one of the cars to get hooked up to them.
Right. Now it's a big liability issue. You grab hold of somebody and put a scratch on their bumper, they're wanting to sue you.
Yeah.
The world's went sue crazy, haven't they?
Yep.
Well, I see you was playing on your laptop. You getting more familiar with modern day technology?
No, I'm just playing solitaire.
Oh, you playing solitaire? You don't get on there and hunt in different places and go to Spain and Italy, and you don't get on the internet.
I don't have no internet.
You don't have no girly fashion thing that you look at, and you have your girlfriends that chit chat back and forth. How old are you, Uncle Bill? Last time I was here, you was 86.
I'm 87.
You done turned 87 on me.
I had a birthday in June.
Boy, 8,700 years old. You're getting younger and younger every day.
Yeah, I am.
Getting better looking.
Yeah, I can tell that. Buy me one of them too.
One of them gators.
Yeah. Mules, they call them.
Oh, is that a mule?
Yeah.
Who's the mayor up here?
We don't have no mayors. There's no mayor here. It's not.
Well, I see all these signs around here. Somebody running for
Oh,
sheriff.
That's uptown. That's sheriff. Yeah.
You think we need a sheriff?
Yeah, you gotta have sheriff.
You don't think we need to defund the police department and just everybody just go lawlessness?
That's what they're doing now in these cities. Shooting, killing. It's terrible.
Have you ever seen anything like that before? You know the difference between back in the 60s and the 70s, back in the civil rights movement down in Mississippi, Alabama, and parts of southern South Carolina versus now, is that back then they didn't have the internet.
No.
Now they got the internet. If a right bunch of people gets on the internet and types up a bunch of stuff about you, you can have 5,000 people out here before that day's break.
Yeah.
5,000 people out here wandering around with tiki torches, wondering what's Uncle Bill doing, what's Uncle Bill doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, they couldn't do that back in the 60s and 70s.
No.
You got a beautiful place.
Well, TV started out ruining the world, and computers are gonna wind it up.
Looks like it, don't it? Sure does. Have you ever seen so much nudity on all these shows anymore? They just almost just come right out and just show everything, just like it was X-rated. Show a woman from the top up like it was nothing now.
Well, they run around half of it hanging out here, and the butts are shining now.
Yeah.
So now they can't cover the butt up. The dress not enough on to cover the butts up.
I guess that's the only way that they think that they can be appealing to men is by showing so much flesh.
Then somebody says something to them, they want to give them for sexual
Assault.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they was the ones that was throwing the temptation out there. I've always said if you throw a piece of meat after a hungry dog, he's going to take a bite out of it, isn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
Uncle Bill, how are we going to stop all this stuff?
Yeah, it's going to get worse.
Every time I come up here, you tell me it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And you know what? It gets worse.
According to what
I'm going to have to quit coming up here. You keep jinxing this thing.
it's going to get worse. It ain't going to get no better.
When's the last time you seen your neighbor over here?
Oh, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was the holiday, was it busy around here? I bet it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's one reason why I waited until today to come up here. I ain't going to come up here during the holiday.
Terrible. The golf carts was lines or something down the road here. Couldn't hardly get to church for the golf carts in the road.
And they was probably all buzzed up, drinking, smoking a little
do that.
weed, doing some pills.
Well, they passed a law in a lot of stations who smoke this marijuana and everything else, so that's terrible. It's going, they start smoking marijuana, it's going to do something else stronger.
It could. But maybe it could also stop them at their stopping point, to the point that they just wanted a little buzz instead of a great big buzz.
Well,
you know, people does
statistics say
medication every day that buzzes them up.
The statistics says 40% of the people on the road driving is under the influence of something.
It does.
Either some kind of medicine they're taking, or they're drinking, or they're doping, or something.
Or they done something the night before that's still in their system the day after.
But they said 40% of the people driving on the road is under the influence of something.
That's a lot of percentage of
It's a
people,
lot of-
isn't it?
It's almost half.
I wonder how many people's out there on that water in the holiday out there all buzzed up. Probably half. At least half, isn't it?
Yeah,
Probably more like 3/4, huh?
yeah.
Game warden can't catch them all, can he?
No.
You don't have enough jails to put them all in, do you?
It's like all these people up there in Chicago doing all that shooting, killing. They ain't got enough room to put them all in jail.
No. And besides that, after you put them in jail, you got to feed them. Have you ever seen the situation we're in?
No. If somebody told me that when I was growing up, I said, "You're crazy. This never happened in this United
Almost
States."
3 million people incarcerated here in the United States. And they want to take people like me that's preaching, they claim a different message or a weird message, and they want to try to criminalize me, Uncle Bill, like I'm a terrorist. Do you think I'm a terrorist? Do I look like a terrorist to you, Uncle
You
Bill?
don't look like one, but you could be.
Do I look like a raghead to you? Well, they call them camel jockeys.
Well, it's just like them people up there in Missouri. They, excuse me. They were protecting their property. They had guns out there protecting their property, and they put charges against them protecting the property. And then people tearing up stuff, they didn't do nothing to them. That's the kind of country we got going on.
How do you stop that?
If somebody comes up here and been burn up my house, I'm being shoot me somebody. I'd hate to do it, but I'd shoot them. The only way they'd burn it would be under my dead body. This place belongs to me. It don't belong to them. They got no right to destroy it.
Well, what would you do if they was sitting there with a match and every time they caught it afire, you tried to blow it out or put it out, and they just kept catching it on fire again, and you kept putting it out, and they kept trying to catch it afire? Would you finally get tired of that and just go ahead and put a bullet in them? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
With them standing out here in the yard? Because you know good and well, if you shoot them out here in the yard, you're going to go to
I'll
jail.
just go to jail, because I sure would shoot them.
Now, if they're trying to commit harm to you, violence to you, and you feel like that your life is in danger, then you got a right to shoot at
And
them.
they're striking that match, they're doing harm to me. They're going to strike that match and put it to my property. This place belongs to me. It don't belong to them.
But the way the law reads, you're not supposed to be able to shoot
Well,
them.
I'd shoot him and drag him in the house.
Well, yeah, but they can tell now that there'll be a hair out there in the grass somewhere. Oh, this person, he was laying out here in the yard. You done drug this person inside. You didn't shoot that person inside.
I thought I'd put him back in the house.
We done got too smart for our own britches, hadn't we?
Yeah. Well, I hope I don't ever have to shoot nobody.
Me too.
But what's my light doing on so early down there?
I don't know. I guess it's hazy.
No, I bet that photo lens up there's gone bad.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I gotta go. I just wanted to holler at you. I was in the community doing a little
What are you
business.
doing up here?
I was doing some business now. I had business up here.
Business?
Less than a half mile from here. I was
Good.
visiting the preacher man up here.
Good.
Mr. Eaton. Brother Eaton.
Oh,
Brother Eaton.
never heard of him. Or is he still eating?
Go down here at your road. Instead of turning right going towards Highway 89, turn left. Go down to the second road. What is that? Something Pine something. And there's a church back in there by the VFW Club. You know where the VFW Club is?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, it's right there at the church is right there at the VFW Club. That's Brother Eaton. You need to go down there and listen to him preach a sermon.
Well, I'm listening.
Raymond Eaton.
Where's
He was
from?
raised up down there in Sidonia.
Where's he from?
Sidonia,
Where's he preaching at?
right down there, beside the VFW Club. His father's still living, and his father's still a
How
preacher.
old fellow is he?
Oh, he's just kind of a young kid. I mean, he's not, maybe I don't know. He's probably around 50.
Well, he's older than me.
Not to me, he ain't.
How old are you?
I'm soon to be 60.
Soon be 60.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're still a juvenile, ain't you?
A juvenile?
Yeah, still a kid.
Well, I'm more of a delinquent than I am a juvenile. Or that's what they claim, Uncle Bill. They claim I'm a delinquent.
Well,
Do I look like a delinquent to you?
yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, all this traffic. Got a lot of foot traffic out here. Got a lot of stuff going on out
You
here.
got a propane tank in it.
Propane tank, gators, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers. A lot of stuff going on out here. What are y'all doing out here anyway? Rocky Mountain High. Uh-huh. No, you need to go up there. His father's still living. I got saved under his father, Joe Eaton. Used to preach there in Sidonia Baptist Church there in Sidonia.
Oh,
I got saved in 1973. I was about 12, 13 years
another
old.
light on up yonder way is shining too.
It
I
is.
just didn't think it's darker. Yeah, the light on yonder is shining. I guess it's dark enough for them to come on.
It's hazy. It's got a haze to it this afternoon. But you know what time it is? It's 7:15.
Yeah, days are getting shorter.
Days are getting
Doing
shorter.
it fast too.
Won't be long. It'll start getting colder. Leaves will be falling. Do you like this time of year? Fall?
Yeah, I like
Pumpkins?
fall, yeah.
Changing of the colors and stuff?
But I don't like that all these leaves I gotta deal with.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I got jobs of them.
Do they get in your drains and everything?
Oh no, I
Get
get
in
them
your
out.
gutters?
I get them up before they get. Start
How do you get them out of your gutters? You don't climb a ladder and get up there, do you?
No, I got screens over the gutters.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's good. You don't have no business being up there.
Yeah, I have to get up there and.
You don't have no business getting up there now.
I have to.
No?
I done fell off the house once.
You've told me that before.
I've been on a building. I fell off that building there one time.
Well, you don't need to get up there. I'm telling you now, because you
Well, I
fall
don't get
now.
up on it no more. I used to get up on it.
Right.
That building's pretty steep.
Yep. It's pretty steep.
This house is not very steep.
Yep.
Now, I built all these porches.
You've done a good job. You've done a real good job.
Me and Betty built these porches.
I like the way you done it in layers, levels,
Yeah.
3 different levels like that.
I built the back porch and I built the front porch. I built all the inside of that building. Now I had that built, put up, and I put all the inside in the building.
What it
Wired
cost you to build that building? About
Huh?
30,000.
Do what?
What it cost you to build that building? About 30 grand,
Nah, about 15.
15.
I done it myself.
What it come in a kit?
No, I just went to Lowe's and bought the material. Had the contractor built. A man charged me $750 to put the building up. Metal building up. And I put all the inside in it,
Did you?
wired it, plumbed it, and put lights and everything in it.
Well, you won't build it now for no 15,
No, it probably cost
35, 40.
40,000 now to build it.
What is it? A 40 by 30 by 40?
40 by, that's 40 by 30, yeah.
40 by 30?
40, yeah. Now, I paid $720 for the overhead door there. It's insulated door. The whole building is insulated.
Is it? Did you used to heat it in the winter, huh?
Yeah, I put a stove in it. I got a wood stove in it. Now,
Yeah.
I was heating with propane.
You still got your boat down there, don't you?
Yeah. Propane makes it sweat.
Yeah.
And,
When you gonna get rid of your boat?
well, I reckon I'll ever get rid of it. No sense getting rid of it.
It ain't eating nothing, is it?
The only thing it costs me is license for every year.
Yeah.
$15, 16.
Uh-huh. Kind of like them old cars I got sitting out there at the place. They ain't eating nothing. But you never know. Whenever something's gonna break down, you have to use it.
Yeah, I got 2 vehicles too.
Well, you still looking good.
Well, I'm getting
For
older.
87 years old.
Done lived longer than I thought I'd live.
I'll come visit you again, probably along about Thanksgiving.
Well,
Usually
That ain't too long on.
Thanksgiving.
It ain't too long on. Christmas is soon. End of the year is soon be over.
Well, you think about it. When's Halloween? 30th October.
Here it is.
So we got what, about 6 weeks until Halloween, and usually by Halloween that's when everything, vegetation and leaves start falling, and
Yeah.
we start looking forward to little frost on the pumpkin along about 6 weeks from now. So we're right here at the turnover of everything, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then of course after after Halloween, you got a month, you got Thanksgiving, and then a month after that you got Christmas, and then a week after that you got New Year's. So you're right, we're right here at the turn of the holiday season.
We're looking for 21.
Yeah.
2021.
Yep.
When I was a kid, back in the 50s, 2000. You know, well, that's a long way off. I never will see 2000.
Right. You keep creeping up the ladder, don't you?
Yeah.
What's going to happen in this election if we're going to have a knockdown, drag out if they decide not to walk away from their positions? If one party gets nominated and the other party says no, we're gonna renege on the election, and
I don't know. I figure Trump's gonna win, and I hope he does. We sure don't need no Democrat in there. The Democrat Party left me. I didn't leave them.
That's what you tell me every time, Uncle Bill.
They,
I don't go along with the gay stuff myself,
they
but I do like the Green New Deal towards them wanting to go green, towards battery and hybrid, and using generators and alternative fuel as far as